serious in the heat of anger. What was the worst decision you've made? What were the consequences? Car broke down for the 20th time. Barely made it back into the driveway. No money for repairs. Angrily kick the rear of the car, smashing the tail light. Yell at my own stupidity and throw the keys far into the tree line. Immediately have to go find them, because my house keys were also on there. Telling a judge whatever, F this court in the city of Richmond. Consequence: 30 days in jail for a contempt of court charge. Edit, Richmond, Virginia to be clear. Punched a cop in the nose and broke it. It was instinctual, after having a reffing horrible day coupled with some creepy effer following me for 4 blocks. I thought it was the creeper, not the cop I hit, when I felt a heavy hand on my shoulder. The cop was freaking out on the ground and his partner pulled his gun on me yelling to put my hands up. I had to explain why that mistake happened. Worked okay, but had to go to the police station to explain my story. Found out the cop was about to ask me if I noticed my wallet was about to fall out of my pocket. Ends up with the broken-nosed cop saying it was okay and that it would be let go if I bought him the burgers he was on his way to get. His grin was comedy gold. Ended up buying burgers for the whole department. That was expensive. Edit, yeah, I was really lucky. This happened when I was 18, and I'm 21 now. If it helps, white as can be. For a broke college student, over $250 for burgers is a bit steep. I'm just happy it all ended on a positive note. My parents don't know, and probably never will. Thank God or whatever other deity. Let's go with Odin. Thank Odin. When I was 19, I worked at a summer camp as a sort of supervisor of a group of counselors. There was an event coming up, and I had wanted to take a day off in order to attend. My boss insisted that it wasn't possible for me to take the day off, so I decided to call in sick, because it pissed me off. Now, knowing that I would need a note from my physician, I actually went to the doctor the following day. My normal doctor was not in, and a nurse practitioner was filling in. She did a pretty thorough exam, poking and prodding my stomach, and asking if it hurt, etc. I probably reacted in a couple of areas trying to sell my illness. At this point, she recommends that I visit the ER, because she believes I may have appendicitis. This means a better doctor's note, right? I'm in the ER, my entire family is there at this point. They're having me drink the barium milkshakes to prepare for imaging to see if I need to have an appendectomy. I have to drink 4 of these things over an hour. I'm on my last one and the ER doc comes in and tells me he's going to have the surgeon come in to chat knowing that they are going to take these pictures and everything will be fine. I'm not concerned. Well, the surgeon comes in after I finish the last drink. He says that he can see I'm in some pain, still selling it, to which I explain that we are going to take some pictures to see if it's legit, which will turn up negative. He then explains that he doesn't need the pictures and we should just go to surgery now. 10 years later, I'm appendix free, and to this day still haven't told my family. Asterisk asterisk TL. Doctor, asterisk asterisk I faked being sick to get back at my boss and now I don't have an appendix. Asterisk asterisk edit. Wow, thanks for the gold. Asterisk asterisk. Got into drunken fight with wife, drove off angrily, crashed into tree, spent a long time in intensive care, almost died, face permanently disfigured. My older sister was teasing me mercilessly when I was about 8 years old. I was stewing over it for about an hour and decided that the best revenge would be to destroy her favorite blanket that our mother had made by hand, one for her, one for me, cut from the same cloth. I grabbed her blanket and a pair of scissors and proceeded to cut the blankie to ribbons in front of her. She started laughing hysterically, which was not the reaction that I expected. I looked at what was left of the blanket and saw my initials on it and realized that I had mistakenly destroyed my favorite blankie. In a heated argument with my mum I shouted "suck my dick," instantly regretted that. Not myself, but my dad used to have a serious drinking problem. One night, when I was in high school, I was driving home from work and the town I lived in was very small. I ended up driving behind a truck that I was pretty certain was my dad's. Now I should add that I was driving with my brights on because one of my headlights was messed up and it wouldn't turn on without having the brights on. Well, I'm driving home thinking how funny it is that I ended up behind my dad when he slows down and comes to a complete stop at a curve where I couldn't get around him. I was very confused. He gets out of his car and starts screaming at me from his car. He is calling me all sorts of names and grabs a Frosty from Wendy's and throws it at my car. He ended up throwing it so hard it dented the middle of my hood. I was absolutely terrified. He had gotten mad like this before, and I seriously had no idea what I had done to piss him off. He starts walking towards my car, and even though he was a good distance away I could see the look of rage in his eyes. I was physically shaken, so much so that I couldn't even manage to cry, because I was so terrified. Turns out, my dad had gotten into an argument with a guy in the Wendy's parking lot who had a similar car, and since I had my brights on, he couldn't tell it was me, not to mention he was probably drunk. When he got to my door, I assume he planned on grabbing the dude out, he just stopped frozen. He got back in his truck and drove away. When I got home, he walked into his room, grabbed a bag, and left to stay in a hotel and start getting help. He couldn't look me or my mother in the eye. Great, you made it to the end. Now smash that like button and subscribe for even more videos like this one.